Good morning, good morning, good morning. Whew, it's been a day. It is going to be another day. I will be here until probably 12, and then I have to go in the office because I have a team building event from 2 to 3:30 today. So it'll be a really busy day, but I have meetings this morning and I'm covering two departments. So I'm being good. Good morning, Teresa Marie. Thank you for stopping in. Hi, Pick Me. How are you? Leave it to bees or get out the bushes. They pee in the bushes, girl. Get out the bushes. So this morning, I have a few things we're going to talk about this morning. Hi, Freeside. Good morning. But yesterday, I found myself in a really precarious situation. Um, Two people that I really like. Um, I don't know if it's a misunderstanding. I don't know what's going on. But I went into bombs. Well, first of all, I listened to um, Amber's Ball Spot yesterday. I went in and they were playing a video, I guess, that was deleted. And Bomb was on panel. And I heard that she allegedly doxed someone's husband. So then Bomb goes live. She has her channel back. And it was a nice live. As far as I know, I couldn't stay long because I had meetings. Then I saw Mirandy went live. And I go into Mirandy's live. I mod for both of them. And Mirandy was quite upset. I don't know what happened in the chat after I left. I have no idea. But I can't sit in a chat when people that I care about or people that I actually like or mod for are going at each other. I just can't do that. I don't understand the doxing on all these different communities, all the doxing that goes on. Bringing family members in that have nothing to do with the internet. I don't like that. I don't get down like that. So now I really need to start checking thumbnails because when I see live, I just go in and I'm going, hey, I don't like to see people. And at one point, Mirandy and Bomb, as far as I knew, were really good friends. Good morning, Margine. Good morning, Marcia. I'm Switzerland. I'm Switzerland all the way. Good morning, Scotland. And I have the trigger warning on. I'm Switzerland all the way. I can, there's always people say two sides. No, there are three sides. I'll say again, there are messy subs all over the place. I just feel bad for both of them. I really do feel bad for both of them. So when I go into Bomb's chat yesterday, Bomb was talking about her house. And I asked her, what's wrong with your house? She says she's being evicted. I said, wait a minute, what? And it stems from the fact, I guess, that her channel kept being taken down and she wasn't able to make money to keep up with her rent and expenses. And my heart just dropped. And then someone wrote in the chat that I'm not going to say the content creator's names, but they said they wouldn't stop until she was evicted from her house. So she found out she was evicted because they were talking about it on their channel. She had no idea about it. And I said, your landlady didn't tell you that you were being evicted? She said, no, she was paying her, trying to catch up. And then When the lady called, she told her that she owed more than what Bomb said she owed, and she got upset. So I guess, and I'm only going by what was said, I guess the lady just went to court to do her eviction. We've had people losing jobs behind internet BS. If my job is being affected by internet BS, I will stay out the BS. We have people losing homes now behind internet BS. Everybody says they don't go real life. That's not true. Everybody is going real life. Every single person. Not every single person. Let me just correct that. Not every single person. People are going real life. They are affecting people's real lives. What do you get out of that? What satisfaction do you get knowing that someone has lost a job because of some internet BS? I understand somebody lost their job because they were dressed up as somebody for Halloween. Are you fucking kidding me? And we're using mental illness as an excuse when you run around doing all this dumb shit. But when it comes back to you, when people are making fun of you, you want to cry mental illness. I found that shit out yesterday. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Now you have Bomb losing her home because she couldn't pay her rent due to her channel keeps coming down. Strike, 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 strike. For what reason? Does that make you feel good? Knowing that you're putting someone out on the streets? Knowing that someone can't afford to feed their kids? Take care of their home, their car, their insurance? Does that make you feel good? Do you sleep good at night? Because if it was done to you, you wouldn't like it. I'm so sick of this bullshit. It makes me sick to my stomach. And I know people feel the need to fight back. Get that. Then you have people hiding their hands because they do shit and don't want anybody to know about it. But everybody is taking the fall. If you're a woman about your shit, stand in your shit. Because you're not that concerned about your job if you're doing it behind the scenes. I listened to Danny yesterday. I was in there for a while, and then I had to finish up some stuff. But I listened for, I'm going to say a good 30, 35 minutes. But I got to go back and finish it, and she knows I always finish her lives. She's so right. She did a board, writing everything down. It's in your head, so you know it happened. I'm not going to let my friends take the fall for something that I know I was a part of. And if the shoe fits, please wear it. Nobody should be dependent on YouTube to pay their bills. YouTube it depends on what you do, the amount of views you get, if you get super chats that contribute to your monthly. YouTube is not guaranteed. You have to do a threshold of $100 in order for them to issue you a check. YouTube is not a guarantee to pay anything. If it's secondary income, okay, that helps out. With my YouTube money, I'm serious. I put it all in a little slush fund. I may, you know, do different things for different people, or that's just my money that I'm going to use when I go on vacation, or that's my money I use for my airline tickets. It's a slush fund. Good morning, Debbie H. Hi, sweetie. Good morning, Debbie. I started watching 90 Day UK, girl. Okay. Scotty's Deborah, good morning. People taking everybody to court. I understand that stand-up guy case was dismissed. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, yeah, YouTube takes their 30% cut before paying, and you have to put aside some to pay taxes. Yep, at the end of the year. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. But no one should strictly rely on YouTube. I understand if you're disabled, you can't work, you know, this supplements your income, whatever. But you shouldn't rely on YouTube. What happens? So if you guys didn't see Danny's live yesterday, just Danny, all of me, please go check out her channel. But we have a missing 2-year-old, now 4-year-old, that went missing December 9th of 2022. She was 2 years old. She went missing from Cypress, Texas. And that was like maybe 10 minutes from me, straight down 1960 from where I used to live at. And they think she may be in Palm Beach, Florida. So I found the story on missing persons. And then I went looking to see what was the latest update. Lo and behold, the dad is still looking for his daughter. So I found the news clip for that. Let me add this to the stage. And let's listen to this real quick.
Amos. It's part of a multi-agency initiative to generate leads in the case to reunite her with her father. Her father, Craig Amos Jr., is joining us now in Studio A to talk more about Cyan and the fight to bring her home. Good morning, sir. We appreciate your time. We know it's extremely a difficult time for you. So thank you so much for coming in and sharing her story with us. Talk to us about your little girl.
Well, my daughter, Cyan, she's 4 years old now, and she went missing at 2 years old. And it was December 9th was the last time that I had an opportunity to hug her. And
oh my God.
Me giving her a hug and telling her goodbye as she went to have her parenting time with her mother. And from that point on, when I went to pick her up, December 28th,
oh Lord,
she was nowhere to be found. She had basically abandoned her apartment and disappeared from there. So
the mom took the little girl. They believe that she's in Palm Beach, Florida. So I guess the dad had custody of his daughter, and she went to spend time with the mom, and she took off with her.
It's been an ongoing search since the 28th of December. She was officially filed as a missing child.
Wait a minute. She went missing on the 9th. So it took them to the 20th to make that official. What the hell? Well, I guess he knew who had her, so that makes the difference. You see, his face is clearing. Oh my God, because it was really bad before.
February 9th
Of the following year.
of the following year
Yeah.
was when I was finally able to get a missing persons report, and it's been tough from that point on, because
Nice suit.
you know, I had her every other week. You know,
Oh,
we
every
had
other week.
our, obviously court ordered visitation
Arrangements, yeah.
and so I saw her every month, at least 14 days a month. You know, so she was at that age where we were really bonding, and it was a joy to watch her come into her own.
Yeah.
You know, and to kind of to have that ripped from you, and you not know or have any idea where your child is,
Where she's at. Yeah.
It's demoralizing, to say the least. But it's been a devastating year and 6 months now.
Yeah. Is the whereabouts of her mother known?
And at this time, we don't know for sure. It took us about a year to finally get enough information that she was located in the Florida area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me freeze this. So
And then
the
once
mother is
she kind of got
pause.
wind that
The
we
mother
were
is
looking for her,
Dominique
she had up and
Fitzgerald.
fled again. And so at this
She's
point,
39 years
we
old.
don't have
Oh, he missed
really
his
any
daughter's
idea of
birthday
if
again
she's
this
still in the
year.
Florida area.
So her birthday is January 6th. My granddaughter's January 7th. My son is January 8th. So she's 4 years old now. And look at that. She looks like a cross between her dad and her mom. What would make her take off? But she's being charged with, she has a warrant for custodial interference. Oh.
If she's left and went to any other areas as of right now.
I don't think that man can do anything. Just looking
your daughter
at him.
can hear you or see
I don't
this,
think he's doing anything
if her
to his
mother
daughter.
sees this, what is your message to
Some women are just nasty. If the father doesn't want to be with you, then you can't be with, then they don't want you with the child. And that is the truth. Hi, Leah Marie.
to
How are
either
you,
of
sweetie?
them?
Good morning.
To please bring just.
You can see he's a professional man.
I just want to hug my daughter again. And
probably IT.
I
I'm
would
looking at the suit.
ask you to please just let me know if she's okay. If anybody knows where she's at, let me know if she's okay. Because I don't think that any parent should have
Yes,
to
sweets and beyond. She was kidnapped by her mother.
Unbearable suffering that I'm going through.
Yes, that's true, Krista.
At this point. And any information out there, you know, I was there.
But I don't get that feeling from him at all. I don't get that feeling from him. And I think it's a case where, because if he was doing something to the child, and I went and looked to see if there was anything about him or what claims she's made against him. There was nothing. See, that's what I'm saying. Some people change their names, or people are hiding them out if she's getting assistance, which I doubt it, because they can track her. She has a warrant. She has a warrant. She's not going to come up on a radar. She's down there with someone. Could be another man. Could be family members. Don't know. But sooner or later, she's going to surface.
There, the very start, and I plan to be there until it's the end. So if anyone has any information, or if anyone sees this, or send Cyan's mother, if you see this, please just tell me where our daughter is, so that
Notice he said where our daughter is. He didn't say my daughter, where our daughter is.
Suspect she knows where your daughter is?
Yeah, she knows. She's
I'm-
with her.
100% believe that I believe that it's more of a coordinated that I 100% believe that her family knows
Thank you.
that she's out there and that they've spoken to her.
Her family knows.
Whether or not they're going to give me any information or not, that I don't know.
It's the police
But
investigating.
I think it's very
Size was
hard for
missing.
someone to just disappear
Yeah.
and to no one,
I
know
hope so.
where she's at, because, and the only reason I say that I think that it's more coordinated than what
Because
I
the
had
mother hasn't
believed
been
in the
seen
beginning
either.
is just because when this whole thing started and we had finished with courts and we were, we didn't have any problems, parenting in terms of we had settled things in October and we were just fine. At least I felt, or I thought we were just fine. And December 9th, her family flew in.
Good morning, Mirandy. I was just, hi, Luis. How are you? I was just speaking on you. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible situation that's going on. So good morning, my beautiful friend. And I love your song. I'm going to try to go find Isunu. I'm going to go make me a song because I really did get jealous because that song is just beautiful.
Came down and it just suddenly that visitation period, that period to when I gave her to her mother was the last time that I saw any of them.
And you never thought that would be the last time.
And right, I was under the impression that family was coming down and it was the holidays,
Celebrating the holidays.
It never crossed my mind that that was what was going on, and that makes it even harder because it's kind of like I'm fighting a battle amongst other individuals. Is that it's just me, and I'm doing everything
I know
that
how
I
that
can,
felt.
but
That's
it's
what
almost
happened
like
with
I'm having to get through family members, or I'm having to get through to just wherever.
Good morning, my breast exposed.
That makes it more challenging. But for me, it's more of children need stability. They deserve stability, and to completely rip one parent out is I think that's
okay. This man is hurting. I don't see him abusing his child. This was a calculated move, and I agree with him on that. And the fact that he's saying that, there's a strong possibility. No, that is the thing that happened. When you went to the mother's home, she had completely abandoned her apartment. The family knows exactly where she's at. The family helped her leave. They helped her. Now, can it be kidnapping? No. She's the parent, but she's interfering with custody. So the family definitely knows where Cyan is and her mother.
It doesn't get any worse.
You
I don't think there's anything that anybody can do that is more evil or more hurting than to take a child's right to have a relationship with their parents. And that's been the challenge, or it's the challenge is, how do you continue? And you have to continue.
And just so I'm clear, to that coordinated effort that you speak of, you believe there's a coordinated effort taking place to prevent your daughter from seeing you, not necessarily from the two of them not being seen in public.
Not being seen in public. I think it's a coordinated effort for them, where they are going based off of whatever maybe the story may be, to keep her away from myself.
Your child.
He is well put together.
I want to ask you, Craig, obviously billboards have been put up around the Houston Metro, highlighting your
What about Florida?
your daughter's situation.
Mm-hmm.
This is in honor of National Missing Children's Day. What are your thoughts on that effort taking shape and
that billboard
plastered up
in
there
Houston?
on billboards?
Don't know if they put any up in
That
Florida.
means everything.
Ooh.
It means everything because the
Okay. All right. I'm trying to get this to, did I freeze? Okay, I'm here. My system froze. My system froze. I am so sorry. So, again, Cyan's been missing since 2022. December 9th was the last time he saw his daughter. And I feel so bad for this man because of what he's going through trying to locate his child. Don't know if they've put the billboards up in Houston or not. So hopefully they did. And I'm trying to, so I had several things that I had up. And when my system froze, it kicked me completely out. So we're going to talk about the former Red Sox. And then we're going to talk about the officer that resigned after being caught in the back seat with the woman that he was arresting. So let's see. We're going to talk about Aaron Maddox. Hold on a second. Let me get this. Austin, I would say Aaron. Austin Maddox. That's because I was watching. I had it up and I wanted you to see this. So Austin Maddox is a former he's a former Red Sox. Okay. He was arrested along with 27 other people as part of a multi-agency operation. This was just last month. And this took place in Jacksonville. So he traveled with the intent of having sex with a 14-year-old child. He started communicating with her in April. He agreed to meet the young girl, which he thought was the young girl, but it wasn't. He resisted arrest. We have that video clip. It's an exclusive. It's an exclusive. Okay. He's been charged with 4 felonies, including traveling to meet and using a computer to solicit a child. He's being held in jail on $300,000 bond. And I'm just trying to understand, what do you see? What are you going to get from having sex with a 14-year-old girl? What the hell? So let's look at his arrest. Let's see how he starts running. Hold on. Let me get this. let's look at this arrest. Now, the only reason he stopped resisting is because the canines were called in.
In their minds, they knew they were meeting minors.
There he is.
And they were going to a specific location to have sexual intercourse with kids.
Over the course of 4 days in late April, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrested 24 men, one by one, at a house they'd set up, in traffic stops, and at gas stations across the city.
Come to me, turn around.
Investigators say each of them thought they were meeting up with a child they'd been talking with online, but instead were handcuffed.
Why would I do this? Why?
They arrested another 3 people later, bringing the total to 27.
Even an Army sergeant.
These men run the gamut of ages, backgrounds, and races, but I'm just very happy that they're off the street.
Some of the men arrested had significant profiles in the community, like Austin Maddox, a pitcher for the 2017 Boston Red Sox, or Malcolm McGee, a sergeant with the Army National Guard. First Coast News crime and safety expert Mark Bachman says the development in technology has made it easier for predators to hide in plain sight and easier for them to be caught.
The internet evolved and all these different chat rooms, databases, websites came up, and they were used, and they've just been exploited over the last decade. It's all captured. You have all of it, you memorialize it, you bring it in.
According to arrest reports, officers use websites like Skip the Games, Whisper, and No Strings Attached Jacksonville to start talking with the men.
Predators.
Sheriff Waters
Good
says
morning,
the arrest serve as a
Patricia.
reminder for parents to stay vigilant.
It's very important for us to set as many protections on our computers and to pay attention to what our kids are doing. If you don't, sometimes these kind of things happen.
Oh, y'all forgot to tell me. See? Y'all forgot
Watch
to tell
breaking
me.
news on
Watermark.
YouTube. Subscribe
Okay.
to ABC7
So-
Chicago Eyewitness News.
Okay, that one is gone. So he was arrested. Child pornography. Okay. This is an ex picture that everybody went to see. Everybody was oohing and eyeing about. And he actually was traveling across state lines to go meet a young girl to have sex with. Okay. Then we have the officer who resigned out of San Diego, who locked himself in the car, in the back seat, with someone that he arrested because she propositioned him. Now, I'm just like done. So hold on. Let's get this and let's look at this cop. And now you're going to hear him tell her, don't say that. Everything's being recorded. Don't say that. Don't say that. Everything's being recorded. I was laughing my ass off. Okay, here we go.
All right, sir, step out of the vehicle for me.
He locked himself in the back.
Like that. Go, step inside. Well, I can't hear you now.
She said, I'm down to F you right now.
No, I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now.
So he's driving her to the station. This is his body cam. With a guy, right? Look. They heard everything on the radio. He's in the back seat.
All right, sir, step out of the vehicle for me. 114 yellow. What code for? Okay, hold on. Let me turn my camera off. She's code 4? She's code 4. Okay. Yeah, let me turn this off real quick.
He was caught red-handed. How often does this happen? Honestly. So how often do you think this actually happens? He actually resigned. Still don't know if there's going to be any charges, but he resigned. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? This is what we're doing now. Now, hold on. I got to bring you these two. Yes, Leah. It happens a lot. Because I don't know if you guys remember the story of the cop in Maryland who was caught with his side piece. And they would be doing it in the patrol car. The wife is the one that was following them around and videotaping it. And then she put it all on the internet. Yep, they're there to protect and to serve. They're there to protect and to serve. But hold on, let's go over here. Because there are a few stories that I want to share with you. And I'm just going to go, I put them up. So I want to share with you the father that was arrested for allegedly K'ing his 2-year-old daughter. Then we have this piece of shit that Art, a 16-year-old. And then we have this pimp who refuses to be sentenced after he was convicted. And then we have this one, the father of a 3-year-old shot charged in the shooting. So these are short. So let's just go through these real quick. This is all happening
right now.
overnight.
We are following breaking news for you. A 2-year-old girl is killed in Pembroke Pines. Good evening. I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
And I'm Lauren Pastrana. A man is in custody tonight, and neighbors are making a shocking revelation to CBS News Miami's Nakaya Carrero. She joins us live now from the scene. Nakaya?
One of them was in Pinellas County.
Elliot and Lauren, this is just a heartbreaking story. Pembroke Pines police arrived to this home right behind me and found a 2-year-old little girl bleeding profusely from her neck. And neighbors tell me the father is the one being charged in this case. Crime scene investigators carry evidence bags out of a home on Southwest 177th Avenue and 4th Court. The call came in at 9:42 Tuesday morning for an injured child.
I heard some police sirens, like only 2 of them. So I guess I was just first responding, and I'm on the call like, oh, someone called the cops, someone got in trouble. And then like about 30 minutes later, I hear a bunch more coming through with fire rescue, ambulance. And I'm like getting extra concerned because I couldn't hear where it was coming from. I had my headphones in.
When officers entered the home, they found a 2-year-old little girl bleeding from her neck. She was taken to Memorial Regional Hospital where she died despite life-saving measures. 33-year-old Geronimo Duran is being charged with first-degree murder. A very different look from this Facebook photo of the man along with his daughter, according to neighbors. A family member arrived on scene but refused to answer any questions as he raced to the car. Was it the father? As police officers and investigators clear the scene, neighbors are left with so many questions.
What? Everybody's reporting these days.
This is a good neighborhood, I've been here since 2002.
It doesn't mean that bad people don't live in good neighborhoods.
See something like this.
Crime knows no address.
It breaks my heart that it's a 2-year-old. It barely even got to do anything with its life before.
It's a
tragedy.
A child, not it.
Now, neighbors did inform us that the home that this happened at did belong to the grandmother of the little girl. Police say this is an ongoing investigation, but that Duran could possibly face additional charges. In Pembroke Pines, Nakaya Carrero, CBS News, Miami.
Thank you, Nakaya. Beautiful name. So, this piece of, went back too far. Hold on.
Right now, we are following.
Hold on. Where is the other one that I wanted? See, I had them all in, I didn't have them in order, but okay. this guy killed his pregnant sister, but this is the
Meantime,
one.
a convicted pimp refuses to be sentenced in court this morning.
Only our 8 News Now investigators were there as he tried to argue with the judge.
Vanessa Murphy has this story that you'll only see here. Now, we do want to warn you, there is content of a sensitive nature in this report.
Fair warning.
It's no secret sex trafficking is a major problem, especially here in Las Vegas. Richard Babb's case is an example. Prosecutors say the now convicted pimp victimized 4 teenage girls. He could face 59 years to life in prison, and he is still putting up a fight. Richard Babb trying to argue with Clark County District Court Judge Michelle Levitt and also trying to hide from our camera. This was supposed to be the 23-year-old man's sentencing Tuesday morning.
23 years old, and he already a pimp. 23 years old, pimping out 14-year-old girls.
But he's blaming his defense attorney, even calling him a monster.
Leaving me dry, leaving me out, just oblivious to everything that's going on in my case.
Defense attorney Ozzie Fumo, appearing here virtually, is a longtime and well-regarded figure in the Las Vegas legal community. Babb has gone through several attorneys. We reached out to Fumo about what unfolded here. He declined to comment. Babb could spend the rest of his life in prison. Prosecutors say his victims include 13 and 14-year-old girls he gave marijuana to in exchange for oral sex after communicating on Snapchat, and 2 15-year-old girls he sex trafficked, asking one to walk the blade, meaning work as a prostitute for him. She testified he dropped her off on Tropicana, a well-known corridor for sex work. She was rescued after Metro Police found her in a car with a John. Babb went to trial, the jury finding him guilty of 10 counts, including sex trafficking a child, sexual assault with a minor, soliciting a child for prostitution, and more. Judge Levitt agreeing to postpone Babb's sentencing while he remains defiant.
I don't trust that.
Babb is expected back in court on June 6th. Reporting in Las Vegas, Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Metro's child exploitation.
I had one more before I get out of here.
Right now,
This
we are
was
following.
about a man that beat a friend of his to death, okay, over a car. And I had his paperwork pulled up and everything. Hold on a second. Let me get this back again. See, that's why I send it to my email. I send it to my email just in case I lose it, but I remembered what I want because I had his paperwork and I want to show you guys this paperwork for what he did to this man. And let me stop sharing this screen. Let me pull out the documents right now. So let me put this over here. Now, this 49-year-old neighbor was trying to help this man out. Speaking of SA trash, when does pig vomit, Stephen Sir? I think June. I'm going to double check. I think June. But this young man, his name is Matthew Wen, and he had a friend that was helping him out, okay? So this was just sad. My heart just goes out to these people. So Matthew was having issues, and a friend that he had met like 2 weeks before let him borrow his car. Okay, so he didn't return the car back when he was supposed to. The victim's name is Carol Edwin Bryant. And let me share this paperwork with you. July 10th. Thank you. I thought it was June, but it was July 10th. Okay. Let me share this paperwork with you. Hold on. I had that in my Dropbox. Okay. So Matthew borrowed the car. He didn't return the car when he was supposed to. Matthew is 37. The victim is 49. So they were arguing and arguing. When he went to bring the car to the man, they started arguing. The man was sitting on his back porch. This piece of shit hit him in the head several times. So the report reads, unlawfully by an act of imminently dangerous to another, and inventing a depraved mind, regardless of human life, but without premeditated design to effect the death of Carol Bryant. So they're saying it's not premeditated. It was the heat of the moment. They said that he struck the victim in the head multiple times with blunt, sharp object, thereby inflicting upon the said, which is Carol, victim, mortal wounds, of which said mortal wounds, and by the means aforesaid, as a direct result thereof, the said victim died. Over the fact that this man loaned him the car. You didn't bring it back when you were supposed to. Of course he's upset. This is what you did to someone that you met 2 weeks ago that entrusted you to use their vehicle. There was a witness that heard the defendant and the victim arguing throughout the day. The defendant went to his neighbor's residence and told his neighbor that he just killed someone. The neighbor told the defendant that he was calling 911. Of course, he said, no, 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 no. Then he ran to another neighbor's house and told them the same story. The defendant then ran to his other neighbor's residence and told them he just killed someone. Law enforcement arrived and found the victim deceased with multiple blunt force, sharp injuries to his head, his neck, and arm. And the defendant had blood on his clothing and hands. Now, he has no bond at all. And this is all. So here is the documents right here. There's the case. He never signed it. The judge signed. There's no date and time, which I find that really, really weird. But this was done on May 21st. This is what he did to someone that he had met that allowed him to stay and allowed him to use his car. This is what you do to people that help you out. Then we have grown-ass men that's going to meet young girls for sex. Going to meet young girls for sex. I don't understand. We've got a man that played in the major leagues. Major League Baseball. Killing someone over a car. Yes, exactly. And I'm just sitting there going, this is just freaking crazy. And let me give you this last one. But I got sent something by Missy Tessa, and I wanted to wait till Missy Tessa was here. It's the story of, his name is John DeCamps, who went to the emergency room, and they figured he was playing chicken, and they dismissed him, called the cops to get him out the hospital. They said that there was nothing wrong with him, and they said he was faking. You don't fake an overdose. They got him in the back of the police car trying to take him someplace else, and the man died. I'm going to show you guys this video because it's the last 68 minutes of his life in the hospital, but I'm not going to do it today. I want Missy to be here because she's the one that sent it to me. And it just goes to show you how doctors make mistakes, how nurses makes mistakes. They thought he was playing chicken because he didn't want to be released from the hospital. And that wasn't the case at all. So I watched this story. Okay, hold on.
To learn it.
Let me just do this. I don't know if you guys heard about this case or not. You have a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old that given bail for, not giving bail, but going before the courts in connection with a shooting death of 2 teenagers. This happened in Milwaukee. 15 and 13-year-olds.
His lesson. Okay. But I mean, he's freshly turned 13. You know, he's scared. I think
He
the
wasn't
best
scared
place
to
would
kill
be home with
somebody.
him.
That was
Oh
the
my
plea
God.
from the
Thank
family of a
you. I'm getting ready to go to
13-year-old
work
boy,
too.
now charged with 2 counts of homicide and armed robbery after the murder of 2 15-year-olds. These charges come hours after an arrest warrant was issued for another teenager police say is connected to those murders. Our Jenna Ray has been in court this afternoon following the case, and Jenna joins us
So
live now
this
from the
happened
Milwaukee
Saturday
County
night.
Youth and Family Justice.
But here's my thing. He's 13 years old. He's scared. He wasn't scared to pull a trigger and shoot 2 people. I have no sympathy for this. Now you're scared. Will this stay in juvenile court? I hope not. Although, they're going to say because his mind isn't fully developed and all this other bullshit. But good morning, Dan. You didn't think twice about taking somebody's life. So unless you were in imminent danger, I don't understand.
Center with more. Jenna?
Susan, right now, that 13-year-old boy will remain in custody. That's despite his attorneys asking for supervised release. And we're not naming him right now because he's still being charged as a juvenile. However, investigators did charge another teen. He's being charged as an adult, but he hasn't been in court yet because police are still looking for him.
He's freshly turned 13. I think he made a dumb mistake, and 2 kids are dead for it. He will never
regret for the rest of our lives. That's the voice of 2 family members of the 13-year-old boy now charged with 2 counts.
He freshly turned 13. What, in the last month? Last couple of weeks? He turned 13, but he killed 2 15-year-olds. Okay.
Of murder and armed robbery. On Saturday, May 18th, these 2 teens, Alejandro Sanchez and Monroe Wiso, were shot and killed on Milwaukee's South Side. The 13-year-old in court Friday and 15-year-old Christopher Scott are now charged with their deaths. A third teen is in custody.
Ultimately, 2 kids are dead due to involvement in planning an armed robbery in which they were shot. I would also note for the court that he was physically involved as detailed in the petition. Reasons I do believe that he poses an imminent danger if he were to be released.
Prosecuting attorneys claim the 13-year-old Christopher Scott and the third teen planned to buy marijuana and rob the dealers. According to a criminal complaint, during the deal.
So you're 13 years old, you're planning to buy marijuana and rob the dealer, but you're freshly turned 13 and he made a mistake. He didn't make a mistake in plotting. Good morning. How are you? Saran didn't make a mistake in plotting. Premeditated. You planned it. You carried through. Premeditated. Unlike the guy who beat the other guy to death. That was a heat of passion, I guess they want to call it. This is premeditated. He deserves every single thing, and he needs to be tried as an adult.
Christopher Scott pulled a gun and shot both victims. Defense attorney Catherine Holloway says,
I don't believe that our client is alleged to have actually been the person to conceive of this.
Doesn't
or
make
to
a
have been the
difference.
person who's alleged to have been a person.
He's an accomplice. He plotted and planned with whoever carried it out. He's an accomplice. So he's going to be charged, and he needs to be charged as a fucking adult.
Who brought a gun, alleged to have been the person who showed the gun, or alleged to have been the person who fired a gun.
Holloway asked for the 13-year-old to be released under his family's supervision, with his family asking for leniency.
We want him to learn his lesson. Okay.
You want him to learn his lesson. Why didn't you teach him that at home? Hey, son, you shouldn't be out here smoking marijuana at 13, freshly turned 13. Hey, son, you shouldn't be plotting with people to rob a drug dealer or make a drug. And why are 2 15-year-olds selling marijuana too? Where are these parents at? Hey, sons, you shouldn't be doing this shit. You can get seriously hurt.
But I mean, he's freshly turned 13.
Freshly.
He's scared. I think the best place would be home with him.
Nope.
The judge
He was at home.
disagrees.
I think at this time, I can only conclude that you are a danger to yourself and others.
Yep.
And you must remain in secure detention.
Oh, girl, I love your hair.
It's important to note that if a child is over the age of 10 and charged with murder, state law does say that they can be tried as an adult.
Ooh,
Specifically in
good.
this case, the 13-year-old charged is still being tried as a juvenile at this point in time. For now, we're live in Wauwatosa. I'm Jenna Ray for TMJ4 News.
Wauwatosa. Okay, so good. They do have that law. He can be charged as an adult. I am with. And the parents need to be charged too. The parents should be charged too, because where are you at, and why don't you know that your son is smoking marijuana? Oh God, why don't you know the people that your sons are hanging out with? How do you not know this is going on? And you want them to release him to his parents' custody? He was in his parents' custody when he committed this heinous fucking crime. But you're going to go and buy drugs from a dealer. They're 15-year-olds. How the hell what is going on with these kids? Now we have 2 kids that are deceased, 1 13-year-old that's locked up, and they're looking for the 15-year-old. And you want to release him to his parents' custody. Yeah, okay. You mean like the parents who helped their sons cover up a murder in San Antonio, that moved the bodies of a pregnant woman who was due to give birth 3 days before she was, a day after she was killed? You mean those parents, the ones that don't give a shit about their kids, those parents who probably know their kids are out there selling drugs, but they're giving money and contributing to the home. But you don't know what kind. I'm just done. I'm done. These kids, what are you teaching your children? Nothing. 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 And this mother killed her. Oh, that's the one. Hold on. Let me do this one real quick. And then I really okay, I really need to go. This happened 9 hours ago. 9 hours ago. I saw that when I woke up this morning. Hold on. Let me do this one really quick. There's just so much going on in the damn news. And I'm telling you, I go straight to the news on YouTube. I go straight to news. I don't even watch the news here because I want to get all the news. So this mother killed her 2 kids. Do we have sympathy for her? No.
Developments tonight, the Jefferson County mother who admitted to killing 2 of her children today, now named and charged.
Investigators say this woman, Ashley Parmalee, went to the Festus Police Department today to admit to that crime. Tonight, this case, of course, sending shockwaves all throughout the bi-state. In fact, a robust investigation is underway in multiple counties tonight.
In the last hour, the 36-year-old Peebly woman has been charged with murder. Right now, she is being held without bond at the Jefferson County Jail.
And Jefferson County deputies do say Parmalee confessed to shooting and killing her 9-year-old daughter and drowning her 2-year-old son.
Tonight, the father of the 9-year-old girl killed, posting to Facebook, reading in part, "Scarlett is no longer with us. She loved everybody she ever met and loved everything in the world. She had no hate in her heart. I'm not sure what words to say."
I'm not sure as a parent you're supposed to have words in that situation. That's a statement no parent is ever prepared to write. Our Justin Andrews following this for us all day today. And Justin, there are certainly still a lot of questions about this case.
Yes, Sam, I got to be honest with you. All of our hearts should be shattered by this.
It is.
Why would a mom do this? That's the question so many people are asking, especially after this 36-year-old Ashley Parmalee walked inside of the Festus Police Department this morning and admitted to killing her 2 children. This case even disturbing investigators.
I spoke with one of the officers guarding the crime scene out here earlier, and he said, "Sheriff, this was a tough one."
A tough one for investigators and the Festus community.
Around here, you just don't hear of that. It's terrible.
Judy Nesbitt lives across the street from Festus Police. The parking lot Now a crime scene after the Jefferson County Sheriff says a 36-year-old mother walked right into the police station Tuesday morning at 10:30 and admitted to killing 2 of her children. The body of her 9-year-old daughter outside of PD in her car.
We now have
Did we hear
evidence
that?
located in
This
St.
is in
Francis
Missouri.
County.
That evidence leads investigators to believe it's possible the mom shot and killed her 9-year-old daughter in St. Francis County before drowning her 2-year-old son at the Timber Creek Resort off Highway 67.
They haven't even started life, really.
The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says it's still unclear the timeline of this case, but says the kids were alive this morning. Sheriff Dave Marshak says the mom has several unknown addresses throughout Festus. First Alert 4 uncovered one address here. Nobody was home.
It makes you wonder what everybody's thinking. It's a scary thought the way things are going nowadays.
Right now, there's no motive, and detectives are working to piece this lengthy investigation together. The news is clamping the minds of first responders and the whole community.
So many people in our community will be impacted by this. I would ask for additional prayers tonight.
Absolutely. Prayers are indeed needed. Now, I did reach out to the dad of 9-year-old Scarlett. He is understandably just shaking and reeling over this. He did tell me that he wants his daughter's memory to be as big as her heart. As for that mom, she is sitting in the Jefferson County Jail, and her charges include, like we mentioned earlier, she's facing that second-degree murder charge.
So the dad is, he's the father of the 9-year-old little girl. But we don't know who's the father of the 2-year-old little boy.
Do know there is some type of prayer vigil tomorrow in Crystal City. We're live in Festus tonight. I'm Justin Andrews, First Alert 4.
Just a heartbreaking case. Justin, thank you. And
okay, so hold on. I didn't mean to click off of it. Hold on a second. Let me finish this out. Hold on. I didn't mean to click out. I meant to say something. I meant to pause it.
Identified as Ashley Parmalee. We have been going through public records, learning more information about the family, and we know Parmalee made a lot of public Facebook posts. Late last night, she changed her profile picture to this, a black circle. We also saw a social media post of photos with her kids and a post about gun rights saying they should not be infringed. This is a developing story that we will continue to follow. We are also hearing from the Festus School District. We have that statement online. You can also follow the latest on air, online, and on the First Alert 4 news app. And really important, just a reminder for anyone, if you or someone you know is in a crisis and needs help, you can call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988 any time of the day to talk to someone who can help.
Okay, here's the problem. She didn't K herself. If she's in a crisis, why don't you just K yourself? I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, but why take out those kids? Those kids are just starting life. You know, what drove her to do this? So I will be following up on this to see what she says, but that's what's going on so far in the news. There's so many things going on. There's a story that I'm gonna Dylan Redwine. I still want to follow up some more on that, and I know that Danny is going to be covering that piece of shit Harris that drowned her kids. I remember that case so well when I first heard about the fact that some black man carjacked her and took her kids. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It was a black man that did it. I'm like, okay. I said, she done killed them kids. And I knew that. And I did. I said, she done killed those kids. And that's exactly what I said. Why kill your children? Why? Susan Smith killed her kids because of a man that didn't want to be a father. Instead of giving those kids to their dad, she decided to take them out. All because of this man that she was seeing who had money, didn't want to be a father. And Darlie, I don't believe Darlie killed her sons. I think that man killed those boys, and he waited to that final appeal when she was turned down. Darla Gutierrez, whatever her name is, yeah, her. I don't think she killed those kids. Never had the feeling she killed those kids. He was upstairs, didn't hear anything, no nothing. He had the younger son upstairs with him. He didn't hear anything going on downstairs. There is no way he didn't hear anything. I think he knew exactly what was going on. They were having money issues. She was spending all of this money. To this day, I don't think, and y'all know me. Y'all know me. If I say they, if I feel they did it, they did it. I don't think she killed her two sons. I think he was very much involved in that. And he waited till her appeals were all used up before he divorced her. Oh, damn, his name was on the tip of my damn tongue. He waited till those appeals were up so he can divorce that woman. I've never believed that from the first time I heard it. I was like, wait a minute. She's got cuts, deep ones too. It's the ones she couldn't do to herself. There were so many medical experts in that trial. So many. And you mean to tell me your wife is downstairs fighting for her life and fighting, and you don't hear nothing? You were upstairs with your son with the door closed? Fuck, I can be upstairs in the house. I can be upstairs in the house in San Antonio. I can hear shit going on, especially if there's a tumble and with the way the shit was turned over, with the way shit looked down there with the pictures, you can't tell me you didn't hear that. So again, protect your kids. If you see something is going on in a family that you don't think is right, or if you, please call somebody. I watched a body cam footage yesterday of this older man. When the woman was home, they weren't married. She said that she was asking the cops, she was making excuses for these cops to stay there. He told them, he was like, oh, she's okay until I kill her. He said it not once, but twice. And they laughed it off. Few hours later, they were back at the house. He killed her. He killed her. He told them. They laughed it off. You can see she was scared. She kept finding excuses to try to keep them there. So again, I got to go take my try. So again, please be very vigilant. I enjoyed having you guys. Mirandy, is she still here? I don't know if Mirandy's still here, but you guys have a great day. I really need to get myself together. I really don't feel like going in the office today, but I have to go. It's my thing. Team building. Team building. So Scotty's Deborah says, if these mothers can't handle their kids, take them to the police office and they will be taken care of. Yes, they will. Hold on. It's just sad. And I said the other day, it's not just strangers. It's not strangers that are doing this to your kids. It's mothers and fathers that are doing this to their kids. Put them in a nut house. But unless they're, again, this woman we just looked at, Pam Ashley, we don't know why she killed her kids, but she drove her 9-year-old daughter. She had her in the car when she went to the police station, and she drowned her son. So you shoot one and you drown the other. What the hell? Andrea Yates, when I first heard, I was living in Houston. When I heard that case, I saw the condition of that house. You moved her out of that house. You put her in a bus next door to the house. You didn't want her mother there to help her. Her doctor told you she shouldn't have any more kids. You didn't care. Now, when they gave her life, or was it death? Well, the appeal happened and they put her in a mental institution where she needs to be at. But this bitch showed up in court for that hearing with his new wife. And he has 2 other kids with this woman. Well, he has 2 kids with this woman. My first thought was, what is he doing to her? Because he damn sure browbeat this one. Anytime you call and you tell him you need to get home, she chased down her oldest son. This shit is crazy. A nature lover. These women just brings in many things, men that has a background, and to me that is saying, okay, they are. Pick better. Yes, protect your children. Protect them from women too. Women are some of the evilest creatures, seriously. Evil. If a man no longer wants you, what do? You use the kids against him, or you do some dumb shit. People used to, so and so. I said, getting pregnant is not going to hold that man. If he wants to go, he's going to go. Just, oh, I'm pregnant. Women used to do that. Get pregnant. They're trying to hold on to a man. Mirandy, it is crazy. So guys, Mirandy goes live. She has coffee talk. And she does prayer. She puts people on a prayer list. And I really enjoy going into her lives in the morning, even if I'm just listening a little bit. And I used to go between her and Bambi. And Bambi right now is on hiatus. So, I mean, I really do enjoy going into Mirandy's. And she does basically, she does her morning prayers, and then she does this, she covers current events as well. The boyfriend of my niece by marriage killed her. What? Oh, pick me. Oh, pick me. Oh, pick me. I am was that whose daughter was found in a hotel in New York with an overdose? Pick me, was that no, that wasn't your daughter. That wasn't your daughter. I'm trying to remember. Oh my God, pick me. You got to send me that story so I can take a look at that. Oh my goodness. It is. And they both, just like the story we saw yesterday about the young man whose mother allowed this man to beat him to death. I'm still waiting for the Madeline Soto thing. And thank you. And I do check. And I swore I saw June. Maybe I did see July. I can't even watch any more of Chad Daybell's trial after I heard his daughter. I used to go into Jackie's and listen. So what's today? Today is day 31. I used to go in Jackie's and listen, because I actually like her commentary on the different things, but I was watching it on Court TV. And then when she goes live, I would switch over to her. I just can't hear any more of that. You're talking about, okay, he was a great father. He would never hurt your mom, but he did. They exhumed your mom's body and they classified it as a homicide. Not only did he do that, but he killed 2 other kids. Or if he didn't do it himself, he was a part of it. Yep, child endangerment. Yep, that's what they got her for. Child endangerment. So the whole thing is, you know what? We always say, and I said this other day, stranger danger. No, you need to watch what's going on within your family as well. She got 5 years. She needed more than that. Good morning, PMR. How the little rocks, how the little pebbles this morning? How the little pebbles this morning? So I know school is out. Today is my grant. Me too, Heidi and Sebastian just don't want to be in all. Yep, that's true. I just look for updates. That's it. That's it. I can't listen to JLR with all the propaganda he puts out there. Yes, I said it. Can't listen to him at all. I don't care who's been sexting who. That has nothing to do with finding Sebastian. Nothing. I dip into TL sometimes and I listen for a while. It's what she makes me nervous when she was going out and she was doing those night searches. I understand that she was voted. I think she was nominated for Turtle Island, and I fell asleep, didn't get in there, but I will make sure I'm in there on Sunday, and I think it's Thursday and Sunday, to support her for Turtle Island. So it's just too much. It's too much. It breaks your heart. Again, I'm very upset. Mirandy, could you do me a favor if I drop the link? Could you come up for a minute, please? Because I really want to talk to you. I wanted to jump on your panel yesterday, but I had a meeting. So I just want to have a conversation with you really, really quick. Could you please just come up? I would really appreciate that. I just want to have a quick conversation with you. Please just come up for a minute. It's sad, but the world we now live in, we hear people say, I don't care about someone's background. Yeah, that is sad. Good morning, sweetie.
Good morning, beautiful.
Okay, so Mirandy, so when I went in your live yesterday, you were really upset, okay? I don't know what happened, but here's what's bothering me right now. Oh, she didn't make it on the island? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say shit. Yeah, I did.
It's okay.
So here's what's bothering me right now. I don't know what happened between you and Baum. Honestly, I don't know. It's none of my business. Right. I want to know, how is it okay for the doxing and the striking none of it to me is good. But now she has had her channel taken down several times. And I'm not saying it's not by her own doing as well. Don't get me wrong. Okay.
Patty, I'm going to just say it like this. I've watched both sides. It's both sides going back. Bomb striking, they're striking, and it's a war, and I don't want to be in the middle of it.
I didn't know Bomb was striking because she said she was going to, that was the last time. But they took the channel again and didn't realize it until I looked at her community tab. I said, shit, Bomb hasn't been live. So I go look, she's on Rumble. So I go to Rumble and I started listening to one Rumble thing, and I was trying to leave a comment and I couldn't leave a comment. And then I realized when I went back that I had to verify my email address, and I ain't got time for all of that.
Well, it's striking on both sides. It's striking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's doxing back and forth, back and forth. And that's why when all that's going on, I stay clear of it. That's why I stay in my lane on my channel and do my own thing. The only time that I address something is if my name is mentioned and there's something told that's untrue about me.
So like I said, I was in there yesterday for a while. I didn't hear your name come up. But then when I remembered, somebody did write in the chat that that you prayed for Flavor or something like that. So I did remember seeing that in the chat. But my whole thing is, I don't know what happened to you and Baum. You and Baum used to be really cool. I remember that clearly. And Baum, thank you. Baum isn't striking. That's what I thought. She said she was going to start striking. But I never.
Baum did strike. She said it on her live. Yeah.
See, I didn't hear that. Okay. I didn't hear that. So my whole thing is, how is it okay for all of this to be done and no one feels any kind of empathy for the fact that they've caused this woman to lose her place of residency?
Heidi, I don't know because I don't get into all that. None of that is just none of my business. I don't want a part of
And
it.
it's not mine
I
too.
I wouldn't do it myself, but it's been years of an ongoing thing between these creators, and the best thing is just to stay out of it.
That's what, see, and when I came in your life, and like I said this morning, I like you, I like Bomb, I like Jackie. But I'm not going to sit in the chat when you guys are talking about each other. I can't do that.
I understand, and when I first started my live, I did warn that it would be about her. I would
See, but I didn't know that because I wasn't in there when you first started your live.
Yeah, and if anybody needed to leave, that would be fine. That I would have no hard feelings toward nobody.
So who did Bomb strike? Do you know?
She struck Flava and she struck JJJ.
Now, you know that day I came in your chat, when I told you the night before, someone had came in my chat using JJJ's name. Don't know if it was her or not. And I just wanted to know how my name got brought up. So then I'm sitting there going, maybe I shouldn't go into any damn chats because I don't engage in the BS. Now, when I heard, when I heard about the eviction, I'm like, oh my God. And when I heard she said that she didn't have, there was a couple of days she didn't have food to eat, my first thing was, you could have contacted me. And that's for anybody, not just her. You could have contacted me behind the scenes.
Right.
But the whole thing is now this woman, and granted, you shouldn't rely on YouTube to pay your bills, but she was making a good living at doing what she was doing that was enabling her to pay her bills. So now she's being
I don't rely, like I said, YouTube is fun for me, and I give back to my community. I give back to those in the chats. I give giveaways every weekend. That's just who I am. I'm just there to have a good time. That's it. That's all I want. And I want those that enjoy what I do and what my family creates and puts out on YouTube.
Yep. I enjoy your husband.
Enjoy it. I want them to come, and those that don't, just stay away. You don't have to watch my channel. If you don't like me praying, then don't watch my channel. I mean, that's all I ask, and I've asked several times just to leave. Just leave me
for people I don't like, I don't watch. People that's just me. I don't watch. But I didn't like seeing you the way you were when I went into the chat, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. And I'm like, and I heard you, when I heard you mention Bomb's name, I'm like, wait a minute. And that's when I typed in the chat. I said, I was in there for a while, and your name, Bomb never called your name. Now I see this morning, I get up, Bomb went live last night. So I'm like, oh my God, do I want to hear this or not? So to me, it's just, I don't know who's going back and forth or what's being said.
Bomb had a live first. And then
I was in her live for a while.
Yeah, and then Lalo said what he said, and Bomb read it and then said, and just made snarky remarks about it. I let that go. Then the next thing I know, somebody made a comment about my members only pool live, where I'm laying out enjoying the pool and my panel's open, so there's always a bunch of women up there, and we're just talking about everyday life. Well, then they're mentioning what I look like in a bathing suit, and it's just it's unreal. And then Bomb said something about it, and I'm like, why does my name even have to be mentioned in there? What they have going on and their beef has nothing to do with me.
It doesn't.
What does it matter who I pray for? It shouldn't matter. You know what I mean?
I come in your chat. I see Flavor in there. I see other people in there. I mean, I don't engage with these. I just don't. And I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, I can't be in here because so-and-so is in here. No.
Well, that's me. I can coexist on this app. It's not like I'm fixing to move these people in my home. It's an app.
Okay, I can't remember is asking you who was talking about you in a bathing suit. Oh, that was someone in the chat that said it, and Bomb just read it.
And then reacted to it, yes.
But, oh, okay, so Mirandy, we all go in our chat and we put comments up and we do react. So I think people are, and I've been
okay, Heidi, so let me ask you this.
Yes.
When she reacted and she said, and she read that and she said, yeah, I'm just going to digress on that and say nothing. And then last night again, then she said, yeah, and your red bandana. Well, that's talking about the bathing suit that I have. My bathing suit is a red bandana.
I didn't know. Okay.
So when marks are made like that, and then also it was also said that I was victimizing this 14-year-old. How do you know
what 14-year-old?
The 14-year-old that was a victim of this creator that she's going after, all that BS.
I don't know anything about that. This is my first time hearing this.
Right. So I never victimized that child, not one time. I pray for that child.
Okay, so Nature Lover says she didn't go off until after you done that bashing live. Let's tell it how it was.
Natural, she did say that in her live, and the first thing she said in her live was, if you come after me and you mention my name, I'm going to come after you. And it was shortly after that she started reading comments about me, and she was reacting to them in a negative way and making me look like something in a negative light. And I had every right to defend myself.
Okay, can I just ask you a question? Have you and Bomb tried to talk together? I mean, because you guys used to talk. Have you tried to have a conversation?
I tried to, and then she put my marriage out in front of 1,000 people, and then the person that was restreaming, it was another 1,000 person. And the only reason why I said something to Bomb about my marriage is because Bomb was saying something about her being in a relationship, and I was letting her know that everybody's relationship is not perfect, but in a marriage it takes work. And then that's when I told her what happened to me, confiding in a friend, but it was put out on the internet.
I didn't know that. So Mirandy, M. Witt says that they stopped going into your chat after you took panel with JJ, a known doxer. So
but Bomb doxes too, M. Witt. And I only went on JJJ's panel at that time because of Michelle talking bad about me.
Oh my God, what is going on with all this? It doesn't matter what what community, I'm about to say neighborhood, what community, everybody's doxing each other. And everybody, at one point, you guys were close enough to talk, tell each other different things that were going on. And now you guys are going at each other.
Hattie, I do not dox. That's what I was addressing on my live. I have not doxed Bomb. I do not let nobody come in my chat and talk about Bomb. I do not mention Bomb on my lives. She's never talked about it in my lives, and nobody is allowed to be bashed on my lives. I don't care what creator it
That's
is
true.
or what they've done, because that
you actually said that when I've been in there a few times, and yes, you have.
But my name is always mentioned over there. And then poking the bear, she's always talking about poking the bear, and that's what she's been doing to me. And I let it ride and I don't say nothing, but enough is enough. I have literally just about begged this woman to just leave me alone. I walked away. I wanted to walk away peacefully, her go her way, I go my way, and it just be done. But it's not been able to be that way. I love you, Wen. I do, and it is dangerous. But like Heidi said, just because somebody else don't like somebody, we can still coexist on this app. I don't have to go after them, and because somebody else is going after them, I don't have to dox them. That's not me nor my character, and I'm not doing it. I'm not digging into these people's real lives because I don't care.
Mirandy, Samantha is saying that they're calling bomb in your chat bum. Is that
no,
true?
ma'am? That is a lie. That is a lie because I have those blocked in there. One person did that and it was deleted because I deleted it. That was one person. So when you're saying people in your chat talking about more than one, that is absolutely a lie. The first time I seen that bum word in my chat was yesterday when I was talking about it, and it was one person that I seen and it was deleted. Because I do not allow that. And anybody who comes in my chat knows that.
I'm serious. It's like you go away for a minute and you don't catch up, and then you go in and it's like all hell just broke loose. I went into I caught one of Jackie's replays and Jackie was going off, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? So when Bomb went live, and that's when before her channel was taken down, I said, what happened between you and Jackie? Then I thought about it. It's none of my business.
Well, it's basically the same thing that's going on with me, but I don't get in their business. You know, that's between Jackie and Bomb. Whatever Bomb has out here on this platform and her enemies and all that and who she dislikes, she's been here a long time. That's with her. But that don't mean it has to be that way with me.
I get it.
Because these people have done nothing personally to me.
But the doxing really has to stop, and no one's going to stop the doxing.
And it's not done on my channel.
Her live yesterday was struck. Oh my God. So her live was struck again. Oh, what the fuck?
I'm not getting in that striking war. That's just a war that I prefer just to.
Jesus Christ.
But see, you see what I'm saying? Then they say Flava played none of Flava's content, so Flava struck. But Heidi, what does that have to do with me?
It doesn't have to do. It has nothing to do with you. But again, okay. It's just like what was it? Bomb made a comment, I guess, about flavor. Whenever the comment was made, I didn't know about it because I wasn't in there. And she says, I was in there supporting her, and she made a comment about her hair. I know nothing about that. That came out of Bomb's mouth, not out of my mouth. And if I was in there, what do you want me to say?
See, Heidi, Shelby come in and said, you allow those people in your chat. They've done nothing to me, Shelby. Am I supposed to hate and dislike everybody that Bomb does, or everybody that JJ does, or everybody that Flava does, or everybody that Heidi does, and that you do, and whatever? That's not how I work. That is their beef.
And that's how I try to see it. That's their beef.
But do you see, you allow those people in your chat. So that's why she comes after me, because I allow them in my chat. They're not doxing. They're not talking about Bomb.
Shelby is speaking for herself. So I don't know. She's not speaking for Bomb. That's the way she feels about it. And you know, everybody has an opinion. Imagine my surprise when I went in your chat one day and I saw those people in the chat. I didn't go, what the fuck is going on here? I came in and I said, I did my cordial. I said, hello, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Point blank, period. I don't have to engage, but I guess haven't those people said bad things? Haven't those people said bad things about you, Mirandy? I don't know.
They have never cut to the soul like Bomb has. And I am a very forgiving person. I am a very big forgiving person, and I don't have a grudge. And you know what? As long as you're not messing with my family and my children, then I can forgive you. But you mess with my family and my children, it's different.
So what is this? Now I did hear this on Amber's Ball Spot. That she said that she was going to dox Black Cadillac and something about she had a picture of Snake.
What does that have to do with me? Because I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not participating in none of that.
Yeah, it is what it is, and it's sad, but in the subs are always the ones that are caught in the middle. And I've been saying, not just in your community,
Bomb doxed my phone number and my real name on her live.
When did she do this?
A month or two ago.
Was it done on purpose?
It was up on the screen. But every time she does it and she shows it, she goes, "Oh, I didn't mean to do it." Well, as a creator, and Heidi, you can agree with me, we have to be careful what we do as a creator.
Yep, I agree with that.
But when it's a repeat and it constantly happens, then there's an issue. Bomb talked about my marriage, something that is very sensitive in my life, and it should not been brought to YouTube. Period. End of discussion.
Okay, so you see, this is all, I'm serious. I was sitting there going, what the fuck have I missed here? What have I missed? I mean, I know I've been busy. I pop in chats when I can. I probably don't stay long to hear everything. But again, Simply Becca, she did, and she gave out my name in May as well. Oh my God, Simply Becca.
Sure did.
Sorry, she does it as well to people who haven't done it to her. Sorry, just happened to see this. So hi, Simply Becca. Oh my God.
So let me ask you this, Shelby. You're in a chat where the woman that doxed my address sits at. So why do you do
Who
that?
doxed your address?
Amanda Panda.
I thought Amanda only did those you know, with the things that
the knitting.
Yes.
She threatened me in the beginning to do that, and I was really good friends with her, and we talked every day and everything. And then all of a sudden, she got mad at me for what reason, I don't know. And she doxed my address. She sure did. And y'all sit in the chat with her. And
so
it's
Bob
okay
didn't
with
do
her.
it. It was Amanda Panda, right?
Okay, so I'm saying the same thing. I didn't do it. If they're doxing, it's whoever's doing the doxing.
Okay, can I ask what's the purpose of the doxing? So, because you want to have somebody's name and address. So, what are you going to do with that?
Right. It's just an intimidation factor, and that doesn't bother me. But I come on this app as Mirandy Go Round, and that should be who I am recognized as.
I always say, I used to say Mirandy, and then I'm like, no, it's Mirandy.
Devious calls me Mirandy too.
I see the Mirandy, but so I just, and for me, I can't sit in a chat when you guys are going at each other. I just can't.
And
it makes me feel sick to my stomach.
And it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, and things are being said, and mostly saying that I'm victimizing a child, then I have to stand up for myself, Heidi. I just have to.
And and everybody, don't get me wrong, I understand that. I really do. But the back and forth, the back and forth, the back and forth.
Yeah, I don't talk about Bomb's looks. I don't do any of that. But mine's talked about. But
from
I'm
my
not going to do
perspective,
her like she does me because that's not the
okay.
type of person. I just want to be left alone. That's it, Heidi. Just
Okay, so
don't mention my name.
Okay, so here is it. Now I don't know who this mask. They said she did as well. Then she caused problems for mask, and she did it because she was. But see, that's what I was about to say. Okay, when people feel hurt or feel that people have hurt them, they lash out. I don't know what happened between you and Bomb. I'm not going to go back to look at videos to try to figure it out. I don't have the time for that. I just
Right.
don't. But the whole thing is, I know at one point we were all in the chat together, laughing, talking, having fun. You know, it was brawlers, it was this, it was that. You have your feelings, she has hers, Jackie has hers. But when it comes to the subscribers, they feel caught in the middle, because if you're in somebody's chat, then that means that, okay, they feel they can't go to another person's chat. You may like, that's the subscribers.
And Heidi, that's why I try not to involve myself into this drama, because I try not to put any of the creators in the middle of this. You know, and I've always told everybody, you go where you want to go. That is fine with me. There's no hard feelings or whatever. But don't be, it becomes an issue if you're dogging me.
Yeah.
And you're participating in the things that are being said and you're agreeing with it when you know it's a story. That's the only thing I ask. That's it.
So I'm serious. So I didn't know. And when you said that, you know, that your name had come up, and I just wanted to clarify. But then when I thought about it, Bomb didn't bring up your name. Someone did say in the chat, because I saw that before I left, that you prayed for Flavor. Now, I don't know why it was mentioned, really don't care. But the whole thing was, I thought, and then when I saw Bomb's live, well, when, I had the notification this morning and something about Let's Tell It All. And I said I was going to listen to it after I get my day.
And then she goes and throws somebody else under the bus, talking about, well, your best friend's talking about you behind the scenes because you talked about sex toys or something to that effect. So then she throws somebody else in there trying to start trouble with whoever she's talking about, which I don't think I think it was made up to try to just get at me, because everybody said that's not true. So why would she do that? Is she trying to cause trouble between me and another friend because they come to her and said something in private and now she's bringing it out? So she never said who it was, so it was a lie. Nobody said that, but she should have never said it, period. But that's what I mean about poking the bear. You talk about people poking you, then you can't poke people either. Mostly not me. I don't talk about you on my channel.
There is so much content to be talked about. Why talk about each other? There's so much going on. Why talk about each other? And I'm not just aiming this at you, Mirandy. I'm not. I'm just asking.
I know. We're having a conversation.
Yeah, I'm just asking because I've asked people, there's so much content out here. I mean, it's okay to commentate on things that are going on YouTube because it's going on YouTube. But why have to keep going at each other? You know what? I say that, but when I hear somebody lying on me, I will correct it.
See, that's what I did.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do the back and forth. I'm going to say it, and that's it.
I addressed it, and that was it. And it's not going to be spoke of again unless I'm addressed again, and there is a lie being put in there. Then
you're right, Simply Becca. You're right. Two wrongs definitely do not make a right.
You're right. And that's how I feel, and that's why I welcome everybody in my chat as long as they respect me and my chat. If you disrespect me, you're gone. You don't get a second chance. That's it.
Yeah.
You should be able to come in.
No, go ahead.
I've been straight up honest about how I run my channel and what I will and will not have in my chat.
And that's like me. I always ask people to be respectful in the chat. I've always asked them to be respectful in the chat. But Cat T is right. And I'll say this. So if somebody comes to you and talks about your friend, but the whole to tell you what so the whole thing is, if they come in and they feel comfortable. So what are you saying? Are you participating in this? See,
that's right.
And that's just, yeah. And that's true. I can't imagine that. Having all these channels coming after you. I remember when all these channels were going after Amber, and I had a conversation with her one time, and I said, "You've got 7 fucking channels coming after you. What's going on?" And I didn't know the channels. Someone told me, and I went directly to her. I said, "What is going on? You've got 7 channels, I'm told, coming after you." I don't have time to sit in chats all day. I'll listen for a bit, then I leave. I go to a meeting. I have people coming in and out of my office. Well, I've been working from home for the last month. But I'm always pulled into meetings on Teams.
Heidi, I'm going to say this. And this is just straight up my opinion and how I honestly feel. Okay. What happened is these creators go back and forth with each other. When they're not getting the response or feel like that they're getting under somebody's skin, then they go a little deeper. Then they go a little deeper. Then they go a little deeper.
That's true.
That is what is happening right now.
Yep, they want a response. They want a response.
You keep going back, and then you go back deeper. They go back deeper. Then you go back deeper. Then this is never going to stop. This is why this has been going on for 5+ years.
5+ years?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, shit.
This is nothing new.
And nobody wins.
No, it just gets deeper and deeper. Now we're bringing records to the channel, and we're doing all that, and it's just gonna get uglier.
So, and this is my thing. I don't know what happened, but I really wanted to ask her yesterday, but I had to leave. What was the purpose of doxing Flavor's husband when he's not on the internet? See, that's the stuff that I don't understand, but I see it goes a lot deeper than what I'm thinking. So it goes a lot deeper. I understand that, but if someone is not on the internet, it's the same thing that happened with the other lady and her husband. That man wasn't involved on the internet. Why bring him into this? I couldn't understand that.
Exactly.
I still don't understand this shit.
How does Mirandy think Bomb should feel? What does it matter what I think? I don't think nothing. Bomb feels the way she feels, but I don't do what she's doing. I don't dig and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I say what I have to say, and I'm done until another lie is said about me, and I address it. And it has to be something that is like I am victimizing a 14-year-old. That is a big accusation.
This shit will never end. 5 years. Okay, so Terry Lynn is on. She's number 15. Okay, so I will. So wait a minute. I saw something that she got money. Okay, so here's the thing. She brought him to the internet. I have no idea what that means. She brought him to the internet. She got money for a room and him being what? An art. Oh,
what is that anybody's business?
It's nobody's business.
You're gonna lay in bed with him or be in his house and have kids around him. What is that anyone's business?
That's her business if that's what she chooses to do.
Exactly. But it's not for me to judge. That is between God and them, not me. I have, Shelby, I can hold my hand to God right now and say I have never, ever dug into anybody's life. Never.
Okay. Well, I remember when they brought up Bomb's ex, because Bomb actually talked about it. This was months ago. And I think she played, I don't know if it was on JJJ's panel or somebody's panel, but she did play a part of that. And I think you were still there, Mirandy. But I still don't get it. What the family members, the husbands, the ex-husband, the boyfriends, whatever, they're not involved. Now, if they were on the panel and they were talking shit and they were doing, that's different. But these people are not involved in anything that's going on the internet. I had no idea that this has been going on for 5 years. Now, somebody said, wait a minute, it was Simply Becca. She said that she wanted a second chance. She got a second chance and she's back to being the same person. So I don't know, but if she's back to being the same person or not, I've just been following her now for almost 2 years. So I don't know what person she was before then. I really don't. I've heard, but I don't know. I wasn't there. So I can't judge it on something I've heard without seeing it and hearing it. I mean, seeing it myself. So anyway, I was just...
Leah, are you saying that I don't judge Michelle for what she does? She rides my roads drinking and driving, and she goes on live talking about call the police on me and pots and opens a beer. She rides the roads that my kids, my grandbabies, and I ride on. I have every right. That woman also threatened to throat punch me and come to my house. That woman has recently said she would put a bullet in my head.
Wait a minute. Michelle Sabate or Michelle Lightning?
Yes, and I have never dug into her life. I went after her when she went after me. And the thing is, she rides my roads.
So y'all live close to each
driving.
other. So you and Michelle live close to each other.
Yes, ma'am.
So well, hold on a second. I thought Michelle was in Louisiana. No?
No, she's in Georgia.
Well, I know she was in Georgia, but I thought I heard somebody say she was moving to Louisiana to be closer to her son. This was months ago.
No, she's at Georgia, Heidi. She lied about all that.
And that's true. That is so true. Her court with her ex-husband has nothing to do with drinking and driving. So why go to a personal? Oh God. See. So you went to court to watch her, Mirandy?
I went to her court with the DUI. I sure did. I can't remember. I sure did. Why can't you come under your real name?
I've always known that person as I can't remember. They've always been in my chat as I can't remember. So I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, they've always been in my chat as I can't remember. And that's because of court cases they watch is what they told me. Everybody gets on the stand and say they can't remember. I'm serious. That's what she said.
Thank you, Samantha. Yes, Michelle did say some pretty nasty stuff to Mirandy. She sure did. And I'm going to make an example of her on YouTube that she cannot keep doing this. You don't just go around throwing that you're going to shoot somebody. And Heidi, everybody can say when I go on panel with Michelle, she cusses me like I'm everything but a good white woman. But the
only time I've seen that woman is when Amber used to cover her. And I was on panel with Amber one time when she made a comment about she was being racist. And I was like, she should be punched in her damn mouth. I've never watched her unless somebody played a clip.
That girl even talked about my child.
Well, I know when supposedly
Nature, there's nothing that you can say. I'm going. I'm going.
Well, I was going to say Bot had it was played on somebody's channel. Bot had supposedly got an email from Michelle, and Michelle said she was waiting for an email from me. And then I heard Bot say, fuck you, Heidi Black. First of all, Lisa has known me for quite some time. She know I don't play that bullshit. And
Well,
I'm sitting there going, why the hell would I send Michelle a fucking email? I don't even know this woman.
Heidi, let me ask you this. What is the difference of bomb doxing? Bots, kids showing their picture. Now they're adults now, but that she showed pictures of those kids.
Yep, I was in there.
Somebody's kids. And what's the difference? She did it too. That's what I'm saying. It's a tit for tat thing. But now, and Bomb is the one that exposed Bot from the beginning of the lie. But now her and Bot are fine. Now they're going after, now they've teamed up and they're going after other people. So what is the difference? See, I don't get into all that.
No, see, I know how Bot lies. And I've said it, and I called her out way before she came in this community. So, I mean, in your community.
Well, her and Bomb are okay now. They've let bygones be bygones. But when you lie and say that children are deceased and you have killed off children that are not, that is just not okay.
That's a lie. Yep. That's not okay.
That is not normal.
But what the whole thing was, when she called it, no one believed it. Or they knew it was the truth, in my opinion, but their hate for Bomb was so big, it just, they didn't care. But I see her in chats just like I see her in Bomb's chats. I don't communicate with her. But when she got up on the panel and said something that I knew wasn't true, and she said, Heidi, you said some of the most nastiest things about me. I said, no, I've only repeated the shit that I told her. No, I only repeated the shit that you said. So if it was vile and nasty, it came out of your mouth.
Yep, same situation.
Oh, go get her. Yes, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Hi, Panda Berry. There's a lot going on. And I'm just, I feel bad all the way around for everyone involved. I really do. Because when I heard about, and then I heard Flavor yesterday and how she was upset and she was pissed and she was going off. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm just like, okay. And then everybody did lives yesterday. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, this is out of fucking control. But again, y'all do what y'all do. I just wish everybody, not just this community, you're at all the, stop putting family members out there. Stop doxing these people, family members. And that's everybody. If you got a beef with someone on the internet, you deal with that person. But just like you said, if that doesn't get a reaction, I've always said it, and I tell the same thing to Maria, who's in our community. They're trying to get reactions, no matter who it is. They want to know that they've really hurt you, touched you. So they're going to dig and they're going to go, look, if you don't respond, if you don't react, they have nothing. But it's just keep giving content, and then it's the back and forth. You said this, you said, you did. Okay, we did it. I said it. Okay, can we just let it go? But that's not what's going on nowhere.
It's not, and it's just not that easy for some people, because for one thing, that's what
Thank you for coming in, Becky.
has always been about. It's always been about drama. So this just feeds them, and they make money off it. So they just keep doing it, keep doing it, and keep doing it. That's not how I work. I don't feed off of the drama.
Well, I just wanted to just tell you exactly how I felt. And I see everybody has questions, and as long as you're respectful, I'll put them up, and I haven't seen anybody being really disrespectful, and I hope you didn't feel that way, but I
see a lot of, well, you let them in your chat, or you say hi to them, or you go in their chat and you say hello. That does not make me a bad person.
No, I have people in my chat that don't like each other at all and have gone at each other. That has nothing to do with me, as long as they're respectful in my chat. And I make that very clear. I can tell you there are people in my chat that do not like each other
And
at all. They go at it in other chats, but they won't do it in my chat.
Right. And that's how my chat is.
Go Getter says, Mirandy, you had large numbers in your chat yesterday because you spoke on bomb. She brings
Okay,
the numbers
listen,
to the
Go
money.
Getter. I said that. I said, look at all the people in here because it's going to be a little bit of drama.
And that's what I said too
from the beginning.
Yep.
But
I had
what
187 one day. I'm like, I don't get those people in my chat unless I'm addressing a situation. And that's the truth.
And see, always money's brought into it. That I have never begged nobody to give me money, pay my bills, nothing. I do not count on YouTube. We need to get that straight here. I don't ask people. I don't say I'm e-begging or give me cash apps. Give me cash apps because somebody needs yogurt or so. I don't do all that. So Go Getter, I don't even understand. Those people gave me super chats because they wanted to, not because I asked for it.
See, and I'm going to tell you the way
how
I see it.
people be counting people's pockets, even mine, and I'm just a little bitty old channel. Oh my God!
Let me tell you what's so funny, okay? And I said this a few weeks back, and I say it all the time. People reward bad, and I'm not saying your behavior is bad. Just hear me out. People reward people that are speaking on people they don't like. People are, and that's the way it is in our community. That's the way it is over here. People, you have people that go through
every channel, all channels. It does it. It happens.
Okay, see, I didn't see Bombshells live. I was going to listen to it today, and now they're telling me it struck because I didn't know she was going live. When I came home, I was tired. I was talking to Cranky, and I said, look, let me get myself together. And then Danny went live. I was in the tub. When I got out the tub, I put my pajamas on. I laid my ass in my bed, and I went to sleep. Yes, and the subs can donate to whoever the hell they want to. It's their money.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely right. They can donate to whoever the hell they want to. But at one point, they were keeping, I heard it in Bombs, they were keeping a spreadsheet. She played it on who was donating to her. Does that make sense?
But it's done on both sides. It is, honey. It's not just done on one side. Look, these people are from Bombs. This go-getter person and brought up money, and that's on Bomb's side. My little old channel. I made money. Well, I made it, and I made it honest. I was reactive to what was said about me, period. But Heidi, I have a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, you go to your appointment. I got to get.
I do appreciate you having me up and listening to me.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you because there's not, and I don't know. I was going to ask for your email address, and I said no. Let me just be upfront with it because I feel really bad for what's going on, and I'm serious. It just made me sick to my stomach to know that you guys are going at each other. And at one point, everybody was in everybody's chats having a good time laughing. And now it's like, if you go into this one, you're looked at a different way. If you go over this way, to me, I don't fucking care. I'm going to go where I go, and I'm going to support who I want to support.
Thank you, Heidi. Me as well. So quit pointing out.
I don't engage in it. I don't engage in it.
Quit sending screenshots. Well, Mirandy was in so-and-so's chat because that is done all the time. I see it all the time. I'm going to go.
It's done over here too.
Listen up real good. Mirandy Go Round is going to go wherever she wants to. She's going to be friends with whoever she wants to. And she is going to allow whoever wants to be in my chat. Respect.
And that's your right. That's your channel. As long as, and like you said, You don't allow them to come in and speak on her. When you notice the name Bum, you got rid of it. So that's the most anyone can ask, is that people are respectful in the chat. Don't bring your drama to my channel.
That's right.
So you got, and your grandbabies are so pretty. But I just wanted to let you know how I felt, and to let you know I can't. And I'm not for you. I'm not for Bomb. If you guys are going to be talking about each other back and forth, I'm not going to be in the chats. If you guys are going at each other, I'm not going to be a part of that.
Well, Heidi, I can promise you, as long as Bomb does not mention my name again.
I understand. So I'm going to pay close attention to the thumbnails from now on.
But I appreciate you having me up, and
thank you for coming up and being open, Mirandy. I really, really appreciate it. And again, I'm going to go find me that damn program to make me a song. Damn it!
Do you want me to get him to make you one?
Yes,
make it in 2 seconds.
Yes, ask him to make one for me, please.
Just send me a text message of certain things that you want about yourself.
A text. I don't know your number. You can put your email in a private chat for me real quick, so that way I can have it.
I'm gonna give you this in private chat. Can anybody see private chat? I mean, even if they come up.
No.
Okay.
No, and nobody's coming up. I can see them in the background.
Even though it was docs, but all right, check private chat.
Okay, hold on. Let me check it, and then I'm going to delete it. So you can go, wait a minute. Okay, you can delete it.
Okay. How do I delete it?
Shit, I don't know. Hold on a second.
As soon as I go down, it'll delete.
Yes, as soon as you go down. Yep, as soon as you go down, it'll delete.
Thank you for having
All right,
me.
thank you. I will send you a message. Oh, she dropped. Okay. So I just want you guys to know that's how I feel about the whole situation. And if Bomb would have been in here, I would have said the same thing to her. I just I can't be, won't be in the chat when people that I actually support are going at each other. I just can't do it. But I was interested in hearing what Bomb had to say, because I was in Mirandy's chat for a bit when she was addressing Bomb. So with that being said, I have a 7:30, and then I'm gonna have to get dressed because I need to be in the office by 12, because I have a team building with my team today, and it's from 2 to 3:30. So I want to thank you, Panda Berry. I want to thank, and I said Amanda Panda by mistake, and it was crafting with Amanda. So I'm sorry for that, because when I hear Amanda, I always think about Amanda Panda. So I just wanted to correct that. We were speaking on crafting with Amanda, but I just want you guys to know that I will not be in chats when you're going back and forth with each other. And I feel the same way about, and I do that here. If people that I follow and they're going at each other, I'm not going to be in the chat. If I'm in the chat and that happens, I'm out. You won't see nothing else from me. So guys, thank you for coming in. I really, really appreciate you guys being in here. Remember, that's the same person. See, I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know. I thought I said the wrong name. I don't know. I just see him. Okay. So I want to say thank you, guys. There's so much content out here that we can discuss. There's so many things that we can discuss. I get it. Drama sells. I get it. Drama brings money. I get it. I understand it. But let's try to do other things instead of going back and forth at each other and seeing how low we can go so we can hurt somebody. Because right now, to be honest, I feel so bad that Bomb is being evicted. But then again, like I said, Oh, thank you, nature lover. So let's not I'm going to keep doing what I do. I love my true crime. I like having fun. I like talking. If I have to address something, I will address it, especially if it concerns me. And after that, I'm not going to do the back and forth. But if the lies keep perpetuating, I'll address it again just to make sure we're all clear. Because the next thing I do, I'm going to go to fuck off. But I appreciate each and every one of you. I go everywhere. I do too, go getter. Sometimes I just listen. I was in this lady's chat on Sunday. I was getting dressed and I'm listening to her. She had like 4 people in her chat, and she's got over 11,000 subscribers. And she was cooking. No, it was Monday. She was cooking. And I just sat back and listened. So right before I left, I put a message in the chat. I said, I really enjoyed your chat and I like your attitude. And that's all I said. And I left. She didn't know I was in there. I was just listening. Yes, please smash the like button. And I'm not sure if all you guys have subscribed, but I do true crime. I do stuff that's going on in the news. We come in, we have fun. On Friday, I'm going to do a grab bag, but it's going to be for my members. And, just I come on to have a good time. And in the mornings when I come on, I discuss things that's going on in the news. So I would definitely, Sunday, I have Sunday service. We can talk about all kind of shit then. That's when and on Sundays, I do my grifting. I grift for laptops that's never going to go anywhere. I grift for a church doorknob that I'm never going to put on the church because we have no building. So I just have fun. And everybody knows I'm lying when I say I need to. Yes. Oh, by the way, could somebody please drop Chantel Gucci's link in the chat? I know a lot of you guys know Mirandy, but Chantel Gucci is covering this scammer that's on TikTok. This woman goes live 10 times a day, begging for money. And my understanding is she has a really bad drug habit. I go into his chat and he's reading things about the Quran. I go into different chats and I just listen. Oh yeah, I need bail money too. So yeah, so Sunday I will be grifting for bail money because I'm getting ready to go on vacation. How do you need to check out the arrest of law nerd Nick R and his wife? Ooh, thank you, Roll with the Tide. I'm writing that down. Law nerd. Okay. I'm also going to be discussing Tiffany, the mayor of Dalton. So that's coming up. I'm doing a series on corrupt mayors. I'm going to be doing that. And that includes the mayor of New Orleans as well. And his wife. I'm going to check that out. Law nerd Nick R. I will check that out. But again, guys, I need to go. I need to get ready for my 7:30. I appreciate each and every one of you being in here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate it if you think about it. If you like the content, check out some of my other streams. And if you like what I do, subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Everybody have a great Wednesday. I need to get myself off this live. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.